Hello everyone! Sorry for the wait. So, how's it going? Let's see, what did I miss? Everyone act natural. Yeah, exactly. I'm so sorry today's stream was so late. Stuff happened. Hi Peta, how's it going? How you been? Good, how are you today? I'm good. Yeah, okay, one second. I'm just like double checking whether whether both commissions are that I'll be working on today are okay to stream. Yes. Yes, they're okay. Okay, let me get out the... Oh, maybe I should open it on 2 different pages actually. And then we are... I forgot what I was gonna say. My friend has completed my rig. Ooh, but I don't know about streaming yet. Why not? Why not? Stream! Ah! Let's see... Electricity is okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna open this. So yeah. I'm job hunting this summer. Ooh, I see. Oh, that's hard when you don't know if your schedule is gonna change and you're like, is it worth trying to build a community around a schedule that might change later on? Oh, I know that feeling. Fun fact. I might need to change my stream schedule. I might also need to take a little bit of like a 2-3 week break sometimes later on to this summer. But after that, the stream schedule might significantly change. We don't know. I don't know yet. But it is a consideration. Because perhaps streaming on opposite days, such as Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, might be better for me. But I'm not sure yet. Because, who knows? If I am getting closer to stream as Yusei by then, I might just use those days to stream as a Yusei more actively. And make Dabin become a more sporadic streamer. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, but we'll see. Do what need, exactly. Current place, expensive, maybe move, I don't know. Oh, how many times have you moved? I feel like every single time we talk, you're talking about moving to a different place. I mean, fairly enough, we haven't spoken all that much last year, but still though. But yeah, let's move on to the next screen. Wait, that's not right. Wait, let's see, I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna show that. Naha. So if I do this... Wow! Ooh, there's a little music playing in the back like that. So yeah, I'll be working on 2 main commissions is the goal today. I did say last stream that I wanted to work on K's commission, but since I'm on the iPad and I don't necessarily like the shade, like color on the iPad, I might... Yeah, so like these 2 commissions essentially. One is a commission for a viewer that you guys might have seen in chat once in a while. Inviteo? I'm really excited. It's such a cute, fun pose. I want to rework on the pose though. I want to make it more cuddly, more so cuddly. And also, let's see. Ah, shit. Wait, one second. I need to take note of something real quick. YouTube. Content. No, wait. Live. Yeah, so the stream worked properly. That's good. 6:30. Oh, that's not the right timing. Dang it. What's the timing here? It won't give me a timestamp. Heck to it all. I guess 13-minute mark. Okay, the notes have been taken. Gonna close this. No stinger transition. Why do I need a stinger transition? I mean, I'm not one to necessarily think stinger transition for myself is something that interests me all that much. I was also very surprised when I started seeing stinger transitions on streams. Like maybe for videos, like edited videos, but for streams, really? It caught me off guard, not gonna lie. I thought it was cool that you don't use one. I see. Yeah, it's just not something that I find appealing when it comes to streams. I'm not saying that it doesn't look cool when I do see them. Like, a lot of them look really, really cool. But it's just not something I associate to streaming. Transitions, like stinger transitions, I see it a lot more in movies. I think about, like, Totally Spies. They used to have stinger transition all the time, and I thought that was, like, understandable. But not for streams. I only have 3 weeks left to finish the hairdressing course. Ooh, you got this. I have to go do my internship and hope I still have time. For what? Don't need anything too fancy. I do like fancy stuff, but I just think that a stinger is not something that I would want for myself. Or for a Yusei. Is the movement transition a different scene, or you just made stuff visible, moved things? Is the movement transition a different scene? Huh? I don't get it. So you mean like the movement when I do stuff like this, right? It's just the outcome of what it takes for me to transition a scene. So I'm using Stream Deck, and if I really wanted to have like a seamless transition that just like fades to it, and I would be like you would see me at two different positions throughout that transition. Like if it were like that, I would need to have two different what's it called? Two different sources for VTube Studio, like two different dab-ins that are being used by OBS at once. But with Stream Deck, what I do is that I have it to reposition me and resize me when I do a transition to another scene. Just like this. And sometimes it activates a visual effects. Like, for example, this one. If it decides to work. Right? Like it activates a toggle on VTube Studio. And yeah. No, I'm just gonna, it's not gonna reactivate the toggle on this time around. I'm gonna stay blue for a little bit. I believe it's this one? Yeah. Oh my god, it's so loud. It is so loud. I guess, yeah, we're just gonna remove that for now. So the movement is on VTube Studio. Yeah, exactly. It's just that Stream Deck is controlling that movement. I can tell you more if you want to get to know more about that. If you have a Stream Deck or if you're considering it. I I just thought, like, it's not that bad of a transition, honestly. At first it bothered me a little bit, but I was like, yeah, you know, it's not that visually jarring. Ah. I'm new to watching streams. In fact, Devin, you are the first one I'm watching. Really now? Yeah, no. I'm not a stream watcher either. I don't watch streams for the sake of watching streams. I watch streams because I want to watch someone in particular. There used to be this artist. I'm not gonna name them for now because I'm not sure how old you guys are, and their content might be a little bit too rated 18. But like there's like a handful of artists that I just learned so much, or perhaps their conversation is really interesting all the time. So it's not because it's a stream. It's just because I enjoy listening to this person talk, and I'll just jump onto that. The art is like a coincidence with the art of Genshin. Oh. Which one? Me? Or are we talking about this one over here? I'm noticing that now the YouTube chat is going pretty fast. Nice! I hope the video quality is not getting hurt by it either. Oh, I forgot to turn on my controller. 1 second. Let's give it a bit. It's not wanting to connect. Oh! Just as I said that. Okay, so today we have a challenge. With this commission, we're gonna have a challenge. Oh, wait. I just realized how small this is. Maybe. Ooh. Oh, it's really hard to, like, make it fit, right? Like, oh. Maybe something like this, I guess? Yeah, it shows a majority of the canvas. Ah, the ratio hurts. Oh, it hurts so much. But, yeah. So, today's challenge is this character is to be androgynous. So that's the only information I know concerning this character. Much, at least. But they want to look like an idol. They want to look very... They made a comparison to Vtuber, I think, if I remember well. So the idea I'm getting is like, although the androgynous aspect, I am getting vibes of like androgynous, beautiful prince like woman type of thing. Or I guess when I say androgynous, it's like either manly women or a very feminine men, like very delicate looking men. So we're trying to aim for this. I'm not happy with the face at the moment. So yeah, I might be reworking on the face a lot. For now, let's just like clean sketch the hand a little bit. Right, the muscle should not be too defined. We're gonna make like osokide nakarada. I think a look that really helps hone in that aspect of like androgyny. Is that even a word? It's like very delicate body. How to say? Like thin and almost bony. So you don't want to add too many curves, but you don't want to add too many muscles either. So like a very thin physique, almost bony physique, tend to really help with that sense of androgyny. Now, actually, I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this, but do you perhaps think that, like, if you agree with my statement just now, would you say the curvier a character, the more feminine? I'm just like speaking as I think. I haven't properly made a full-on opinion on what I think about this yet. I'm curious to think, like, is it something that people generally seem to lean towards? I remember I had a commission client a long time ago, a while ago, that also wanted, oh no, they didn't want androgynous, sorry. Well, oh yes. So they initially wanted androgynous, but I think in the end, they leaned a lot more towards the femboy title. And I remember how many, I don't remember how many rounds, but it was a lot of rounds of corrections where it was never curvy enough. It's like, oh, make it curvier, curvier, curvier. And I guess I could kind of instill the idea that, like, the curvier the character, the more feminine it looks. Androgynousness. Like Chugokara. Chugokara? Wait, which character? Oh, right! What's his name? Nadeshiko? What was the other name? Wasn't it? Oh man, I need to rewatch Shugokara. It's been a while. But wasn't it that, like, that character was... They said they had a sibling, but the truth is they were the same person the entire time? Was that it? I don't remember the reasons as to why they did that. Was it because they were trans, or was it due to other reasons? If it was really trans, and that was like an early mention of trans in media in Japan. Not the earliest, but still. Depends on where the curves are and how you draw them. It also depends on the angle in which you draw them, right? The angle! Okay, tell me more about that. I'm curious. I think if curvy you mean voluptuous, then it feels womanly. How would you define voluptuous? You can be... I don't know that word. Lithe? And feminine. Or do you mean light and feminine? All the guys are skinny. Not all guys are skinny though. Like, guys can be, like, curvy as well, right? Of course, like, there's the I would say, like, the angular curvy, which I would say is much more about strength, like muscles and whatnot. Then there's, like, the curvy, the curvy. Wait, what did I say earlier? The angular curvy? Angular. Oh my god, I'm losing words right here. It's been like a decade, yeah. I think it had to do with something with his family inheritance, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember there was like a family tradition that was involved, but I don't remember. Wasn't it that they were acting as a girl due to family inheritance? But the truth was that they were a guy. Like, so they were raised to act like a girl. But their true self wanted to be a guy? I don't remember. I really need to rewatch Shugokara. Used to happen to me before too. Men came out a bit thinner. In fact, I didn't know how to draw muscles. For example, in case of having to draw a fan art of Goku, for example, I was lazy. Ah, I see. It means frail, usually meaning skinny. How do you pronounce that word? Is it lithe or lithe? In my case, skinny was too thin. There was a time where I needed to learn anatomy better. I also had a time where I was drawing characters way too skinny. But yeah, definitely I think like the more defined muscles a character has, the more manly that character is gonna look. So I'm gonna try and avoid that. Like more like concentrate on having less feminine attributes like no boobs, smaller waist, or not smaller waist, smaller hips. Yeah, hips. The facial expression, I guess I'm gonna go for like a younger looking boy, like bigger eyes, but not like we could either do like bigger eyes but no lashes or small eyes with lashes, right? Kind of goes both ways. I think I'm gonna do 2 different versions of the facial expression and double check with the client what they think about it. It's always a challenge. I also had that same exact challenge when I was drawing for Universe, the Vtuber model that we are rigging at the moment, right? Where I also had the theme of androgynousness, androgynousness, and but Universe said that they wanted to lean towards wearing a mini skirt, and I was like, oh, that's so hard to do. How do I ensure that people who view you understand that you are androgynous if you are wearing clothes that are very, very stereotypical or stereotypically attached to femininity? So what I did in the end was like I removed the eyelashes. But honestly, on second thought, I kind of want to add something more to the eyes. Like, it feels like it's taking a little bit too much away from the character to have little to no lashes at the moment. But the commission is considered complete when it comes to the illustration. But I do have this this unspoken agreement with my friend that if I may so want to, I might decide to add a little bit of stuff here and there later on. So I really love you. He is a great friend, great collaborator. So yeah, if I ever want to experience what's the word? Not experience. If I ever want to experiment, that's the word I was looking for. If I ever want to experiment on certain new stuff, like rig-wise or whatnot, we have come to the agreement that I am allowed to use their model as a guinea pig. And they have the benefit that if it's something that they enjoy, like it's an upgrade that they like, they are free to use it afterwards. Androgyny. Ooh, that's a good word. Thank you. And me saying like androgynously. So yeah. Okay, let me catch up with the chat real quick. Like I missed stuff. Lithe, but voice the TH, not soft. Lithe. How do I voice the Lithe? Is that better? Lithe? Guys' skinniness tends to present much more differently. Women, I find, gain more around their hips, chest, while guys tend to be more well-rounded. But that's not skinniness then, wouldn't it? Like, it's more like gaining weight is much more present in women than it is in men. Because honestly, if women lose weight, I can attest, we lose it in the hips and chest as well. Unfortunately, I wish to God we could maintain those, but no, they're the first one to go, and the stomach is the last one to leave. There's an actual Lucky Star episode that talks about that, I think, where this girl who was already flat was trying to lose weight because she was like sensitive about her chubby areas, and but she was also flat as a board. And I think it was Konata who went up to her. What's her name? I forgot the tsundere girl that went with the twin tails. Like she was like feeling like I need to work out, I need to go on a diet or whatever, and Konata was like, Did you not know that the first area to leave you is the boobs? Traumatize her, why don't you? Androgyny tends to be easier when they're thinned out. Yes, yes, thank you very much. That's a very... I think that's something that I needed to say that I didn't quite understand how to put it in words, but you did put it wonderfully so. Since certain aspects are less noticeable. Yes, absolutely. I also needed to learn poses. Sometimes I want an OC to look epic, but I made strange poses that didn't fit. You can try posemaniacs.com. It has a huge library of different poses in 3D, and you can just go through them. And also, it's a muscle man or muscle woman, so you can study how the muscles kind of change depending on the pose. It's not super realistic. So it's just like a 3D model that has depictions of muscles, but the muscles won't contract or relax based on a pose. But it's still a good beginning to understand where the muscles are in the body depending on the pose. There is this Twitter account. I don't know if they still do it, but I remember noticing them maybe a year or two back. That they would, Pose Maniacs, the Twitter account, would post their new pose every single day. Like, here's the new pose of the day, blah, blah, blah. And this other artist would make studies out of that specific pose and retweet to it. But on top of the pose, they would go ahead and show how the muscles would contract and how the muscles would look like actually in that pose. And that was really, really interesting. I like to add aspects of both. I like taking a more masculine body type, but also bulking up the hips, thighs, and to give them some curves, for example. That's, okay. It's a little bit embarrassing because I don't think I handled that conversation properly, but I genuinely didn't know how to handle it as well. So that client I was talking about earlier, the one that was a couple years back that wanted an androgynous character that ended up with a femboy in the end. I asked them straight up, do you want a feminine looking man or do you want a masculine looking woman? Because these two are different things. Like a feminine looking man is gonna look more curvy. Meanwhile, a masculine looking woman is gonna look more breaky, I guess, is like just throwing a word like that, right? Like, I hope you guys understand why I realized like that was not the right way to put it. It was very insensitive of a way to put it. I just don't know how to word myself around that type of subject. But it's also because this person was depending on me to character design their vision, and I had no understanding as to, like, it was hard to build a foundation when I didn't even understand myself what they were expecting for the body type. So we went back and forth. Oops, I meant the opposite. Like, they gain more in those areas. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. I also have an OC who is thin but short. But when I draw him, I think he is a girl, but he is a man. I suppose it is because of his appearance. So lately I've been trying to make it look more masculine. Honestly, a lot of aspects in a character design can lead to someone looking like a specific gender. Like hairstyle, clothes, the way they handle themselves, like the way they stand, the way they sit. Sometimes facial expressions also. It's less obvious with facial expressions, but it can definitely help lean a character towards a more feminine personality or more masculine personality. If that's even a thing. It is definitely a challenge. Especially when you're at the beginning of learning how to draw. Those are really big challenges. Even for me, who has experience in drawing, like, I think I've been drawing for over 15 years now. It's still a challenge. And it's even more so a challenge when you struggle to find the words to help yourself guide yourself towards, like, your end goal. That's why I love ChatGPT. because I can just word vomit to them, and ChatGPT is gonna correct me. I bet if I went to ChatGPT saying, "Help me visualize an androgynous character," in my head, it's either, like I said earlier, like either a feminine man or a masculine woman. But I believe there's something in between that I'm just like struggling to visualize, and I also don't know what type of keywords to use, what type of words to like define that. Help me define that. And ChatGPT's like, wonderful that you're trying to look into that. It's a really big step to understanding anatomy or something. Perhaps you could try using these keywords, and then I paste that on Pinterest and see what comes out. ChatGPT for the win. I'm just saying. Ooh. That arm feels a little bit long. Oh yeah, it feels significantly long actually. And then I kind of want this to be a little bit closer to the knee. Is it like this? Yeah. And this finger is a little bit too high. Let's lower it. Was it like that? Yep. Perfect. Androgyny is kind of hard because you can either look at it from one gender that looks like another or just an in-between, and those are very different things to pull off. Yes! Yes, exactly. T, can you become my new ChatGPT? Because you put stuff in words so much better. Oh, God, I wish I could express myself nearly, like even just half as well as you do. But yes, I cannot deny, I do come from the perspective of, how do you say it? Like from my own gender's perspective. And it's hard. It's hard. Like it's hard to understand, and it's hard to visualize, especially with aphantasia. Holy fuck, it's hard. Am I crazy, or do I have a vague memory of watching this? Was it Veritasium? Maybe not. Video on YouTube about how, surprisingly, people with aphantasia are actually more creative than people with aphantasia, because they have to create stuff from nothing, and therefore their ideas are a lot more abstract. Meanwhile, people with aphantasia, they can only really visualize stuff that they know of. I have a hard time getting stuff across, so I spend a lot of time practicing expressing things like that. I want to say the same, but my way of the approach I have adopted, instead of learning how to express myself better in that sense, in the way that you did, for me it's more like preemptively apologizing that I am unable to do better. Saying it out loud like that feels like I'm such a giver-upper. Like even in the YouTube, even in the YouTube, oh, my throat is. Let me get some water. 1 second. Ugh. Give me that water. Okay. So even in the YouTube questionnaire that I filled up earlier, they would ask me, I think one of the question was like, what do you feel about monetization on YouTube? Like, is it is it lenient? Is it easy to access? Blah blah blah. And I was like, was it even monetization that I responded about? Oh, right. I said like, I had to precise. I never properly looked into monetization on YouTube, so maybe what I'm saying is already a fact. Maybe what I'm saying is already implemented, but if it's not, perhaps consider implementing the following methods. And at the end, I also added, like, again, I'm sorry if you already are implementing these, and I just am ignorant, and I'm just complaining to a wall. You know what? Kind of reflecting on what we're talking about right now. I forgot. I think. Oh no, I wanted to continue drawing while talking about this, but it's just like, it's stuck. I need to remember what I was gonna say. Maybe it's because a couple years ago, I came to the realization that people are not inherently bad. I would say like a significant amount of years ago. Maybe it's because I used to have that mentality that if someone does something shitty to me, I just assume that like they're a shitty person or something. I've started trying to over-empathize with people's situations, and because I know that that's how I was in the past, and I had to go through my own experiences, my own growth cycle to come to the place that I am today, I just assume that a lot of people out there are also like I used to be, where they don't stop and think about the intentions or situations of people around them. So I over-explain myself to ensure that people understand that I'm not coming from a mean place. I'm not coming from a place of hate or anything. Like, especially just now with the conversation of androgyny, I was like, I'm nervous just talking about it because I know I come from an ignorant space, an ignorant place, and I know that it's a sensitive subject for some people, and I just really, really want to ensure that these people, if they ever listen to this stream, they know that like this is not coming from a place of hate. And I am more than willing to learn and to understand and whatnot. But maybe it's because back then I was a person likely to just jump to conclusion like that about others. So just in case like someone out there was like little me, they know. Like I over-explain in the sense like please. I'm not doing this because I'm trying to be mean. I'm just stupid. I'm trying to learn. But yeah. I have learned. I have introspected. I love introspecting. Introspecting is always so interesting. Good. Kiritotte. Fun fact. I don't think I've done it all that much lately. I should get back into the practice. But about a year ago, after I created my recording booth, it's a really dark and noise dampened area. It's like it's really nice to just disconnect from the world. So I would go in there and just, if I was feeling some type of strong emotions, I will just go in there and introspect, just like breathe in, breathe out, and try to understand, why do I feel this way? Why does this hurt me? Or why am I so excited about this? And I would do a lot of introspection. Wait, what type of facial expression are we working with again? Whoa. I maybe I should get back into the practice of doing that. It was a nice little practice. You know what? We're gonna send the entire head into that layer. Let's do an entirely new face based on this. Wait, why does it feel I haven't catch up to the chat? For example, some research says who, when we speak to our mind, is probably another real mind. Yeah, I think it's often forgotten when you're feeling your emotions, or when you're really like self-engrossed, I guess. It's so easy to forget that there's other people besides you. You might be talking to someone face to face, but entirely forget the fact that they also are someone with their own thoughts and own situation, own background and all that. Like, it's obvious, but do you really sit down and think about it all that much when you're talking to someone? For some reason, I find the masculine woman thing very interesting. In my opinion, I think it's cool. I didn't really understand drawing by layers before. Thought it was too complicated, but it's actually quite useful. Absolutely. It's really useful. You should check what image is in your mind about how it looks like a man. I cannot. I am unable to. I have aphantasia. Aphantasia means that when I try to close my eyes and imagine something, I don't visualize anything. I don't have any visual. It's just black. So, like, for me at least, with my type of aphantasia, I have a vague idea. It's as if I needed, like, it's as if I had the worst eyesight in the world. Like, I could still see. I'm not fully blind, but it's so blurry. It's also very desaturated. It's really, really hard to imagine anything. In fact, I have been drawing for the past... How long? For the past almost hour. And if I look away from my screen, I have no idea what my art style looks like. I have a vague memory of what the pose is like, but otherwise, I just don't know what it looks like until I look back on my canvas. There's a lot of inside conversations happening. We can still look and not see anything. So yeah. That's really interesting. Is it just pictures you can't envision, or are there other things? Give me an example. I don't know. Maybe I should erase that nose. It's just a sketch, it's fine. I can just modify it. Squish it. Ooh, maybe squishing is the way to go. But yeah, a lot of me drawing is muscle memory. I just know what things should look like after I draw it, but otherwise there's no pre-processing these strokes. I find it so amazing. So if someone is able to like perfectly visualize something in their head, can they just like just jump into the line art right away? Like you have inside of your mind a projection onto your canvas as to what you're about to draw. I think it's a... I'm guessing you meant combination of visuals, sounds, and words. Kind of like a whole-ass movie sequence in my thoughts. So I'm asking is, do you have that just without visuals? I think... I think it's a pretty equal out thing. I think all my senses... No, you know what? No, all my senses. All my senses are there, but just very blurry and, like, dulled out. So if it's visual, then it looks very blurry and desaturated. If it's audio, then it's very muffled. If it's taste, then it's a very, like, teeny tiny taste of it. If it's touch, then it's just like a vague idea of what that feeling feels like. Curvy woman, am I right? You are right. Ooh, that's a small head, actually. That's a really small head. Just make it a little bit bigger like that. Just like that. Yeah. Maybe. Something like this. Yeah. And I forgot to draw this line over here. Wonderful. Oh, oops. M did chore. Congratulations. Not me, like 2 steps away from saying good boy. Have you ever drawn dark things to vent or something like that? I don't think so, no. I've drawn petty things to vent. I remember. Oh, that's like... That's teenage year angst type of shit. But I remember years back, I had this person that we started dating, and I don't even remember how we started dating, honestly. Oh, do I have a vague memory of it? Anyways, I think a month into the relationship, it was actually my friend Yu who approached me saying like, girl, this person doesn't like you. They only want you for your art. And it just clicked and I'm like, oh, I'm heartbroken. And what I did is I drew myself being liberated from chains. Even though I was like super sad about it. Like, heartbroken, but I'm free from you, ho. But yeah. Nothing too dark per se. Ooh. Oh yeah, I have drawn pretty dark stuff, but it wasn't to vent. It wasn't to vent. It's more like I have like a very angsty and touches on a lot of very sensitive subject type of manga idea. And it was just like sketches and doodles of certain scenes. Replying back to 11 hours ago, Lithe is like the art style of Higurashi. Have you seen Daybreak Illusion? I have not seen it. I forgot what lithe means. Shit. I know you defined it to me too. Wait, there might be a way for me to look back at it. Frail, skinny. Oh, okay. Yeah. So in my head, I think if I'm gonna try to use the word lithe, in my head, androgyny is more easily attained through a lithe type of physique. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Am I learning? How would Nuggy say this? I forgot. There's like a specific way that Nuggy tends to say this. It's the most brain rot way of saying it too. Sorry, I'm trying like to figure out like a face angle that like sings to me, but I'm struggling. What is it? What if I erase these? And then that would be a little bit higher then. I'm struggling so much. It's bad. It's bad. I'm just avoiding the unavoidable. With life. This. More like the in the or this. This life. Lithe. Am I doing this right? I feel like I'm Spanish. I'm speaking like the Hispanic Spanish. Live, really? Okay. Wow. Oh shit, that's sending me. I did not think that was actually correct. Okay. Getting praised for doing manual but necessary task speak. Gotcha. Have you encountered threats in your art sometimes? Threats? In my art? Like, I draw the art and then I'm like, oh, this art is threatening me. What? That's a funny visual. Like, what if like I draw someone like holding a pew pew gun like this, and then I finish drawing and I'm like, oh! My art is threatening me. Sometimes my characters look at me disappointingly when I'm drawing, when my drawing is shit. Oh, yeah. Maybe I need to start drawing like sexy men disappointed in me. Maybe that's what I'm needing in life. Okay, I need to like look at this reference and try to what's the word? Bring this character to life. Like, come on. Come inside my hand, go into my pen and draw it on the canvas. Oh. I could be so much better, my art. Feel like, for example, a mental block or questions about colors. Oh, have you ever, like, okay, that's what you meant by threats. Yeah, of course. All the time. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just like trying to concentrate on the face right now because I think I'm getting somewhere at last. Never mind, the mouth fucked it. The mouth fucked it up. But yeah, something that tends to work very well with me when I am going through an art block is to go back to my roots. And for me, my roots was to at first do tracing of drawings, then copies of drawings, and from what I of course I tend to like change the formula a little bit, but an equivalent to those roots to me is to do art studies. And it might be trying to redraw something that an artist I like drew, or sometimes it's just straight up doing studies of art that I like. So it's not necessarily like a one-on-one copy, but it could be like trying to reinvent the wheel type of thing. And doing these types of studies tend to really bring back this passion within me when I miss it. Or sometimes it's just straight up learning something I've been meaning to learn for a while. An example of that is grisaille, the coloring method. It's just sitting down and trying to learn how to do that, or learning how to draw backgrounds, or learning how to draw anthropomorphic characters. Something that, like anything that could bring curiosity, motivation within me and whatnot, do it. Moments where your motivation is sunken. The most important thing, I think, is if it is possible to not continue with that. Don't force yourself to draw when it's not motivating you. Like, of course, if it's your job, then you can't really help it. But disconnect that need to have fun, if that's the case. That's what I did when I was working as a manga artist. If I was like I need to meet my deadlines, but if I'm not if I'm unmotivated, then it's not about drawing right now. It's about working. But otherwise, if it's just for fun, if it's a hobby, then if it's not bringing you joy anymore, take a break. Or try to find something that does bring you joy and happiness. Especially when you are learning how to draw, like in the first beginning stages, it is primordial that you do it because it's fun. That you do it because it motivates you. If you're doing it because you're forcing yourself to, then you're just gonna end up hating it. I mean, lately I've been doing sketches since they are faster. There you go, like something that motivates you, like shit, do it. Can you say, oh no? Oh no. Oh, Pyrrha, why are you catching me like that? But no, I appreciate you helping me with my English. Ooh, now that I'm overthinking it, I'm doubting how I say it usually. Can you put it in a sentence? Can you this is spelling bee at this point. Can you put it in a sentence? Can you define the word for me? Do you use mouse? No, I don't use mouse. I use a pen, Apple Pencil. I'm just like incredibly slow because I'm having a nice conversation right now. Sometimes the motivations define a style and change all it's like really something new. I think it's cute. You're multilingual. Don't tongue, please work with me right now. I can't be fucking up when like my language skills are being put on the spotlight like that. I think it's cute. You're multilingual, and that's better than mispronouncing some words. I'm guessing you meant like it's better than mispronouncing words when you only speak one language. That's my assumption. What app is this? This app right here is Clip Studio. Specifically Clip Studio Pro, I think. I don't want to show my license. Clip Studio Paint ni tsuite. It doesn't say which one it is, but I think it's Clip Studio Pro. Your anatomy is so good. Thank you. Also, I forgot to fully acknowledge that you are a newcomer. Welcome, welcome. Also, I don't have my glasses, so it's a little bit hard for me to see at the moment. Is your handle Destroyer YT or is it VT? Like, are you a VTuber or are you a YouTuber? I'm guessing it's YouTube. Mo, like grass, and tiv, like how it's... Oh, motive. Motivation? Is it motivation? Not motivation? Oh, motivation. Ooh, I'm gonna stop myself every single time I say that word in the future and just try to like repeat. I will have a normal conversation with a stranger and randomly say motivation. Yes, that. They're gonna be so confused. How did you learn this way? What did you use? Oh, my anatomy? Lots of years of practice. But also it depends on the type of art that you like, right? For me, when I was a baby artist, art styles like bleach, for example, was a huge source of inspiration. And later on, I think someone who reignited my need to study anatomy is this very, very small artist that needs to get known so much more. They went through multiple different names, either PJ Podechi, or right now I think they're under the alias of Hizaki Yuno. Yeah, you can... Sure, if you look up their name, it's gonna show up. I'm gonna write it up over here. Hizaki Uno. Like, I really love their anatomy, and they also kind of tutored me a little bit. And getting to understand what, like, I always knew that my anatomy was missing something, but I didn't understand what. And having this professional artist like kind of redline it for me and show me what I was missing, I was like, oh, I'm gonna use those methods that you just use on my art, and I will what's the word? I will apply those in the future. And it really helped me. But also, another thing is, now I'm gonna just erase this name, so you wrote it by now. For this commission in particular, I also used a 3D model. I usually, at this point, I do like to use 3D models for the purpose of deciding on a pose quickly. I don't have to draw. I can just move, like use a mouse, move the poses, different camera angles as well if needed, and it's just very easy and helpful. And from there, draw the body and arrange it at need. Actually, I have it recorded, so I can show you what the time lapse looks like. Something like if you speak multiple languages, it's fine to misspeak on some words. It's not a bad thing. No, I get that. I do get that. Everyone misspeaks all the time. Does it cost money? Would you say it's better than Procreate? I've never used Procreate, but I've been a long-term user of Clip Studio. Yes, it does cost money. It does have a free trial period as well. I think it's like 3 months. But otherwise, I am an avid fan, a supporter of Clip Studio. I hated Clip Studio at first, like I want to say 10 years back, because I didn't like what they did, but now they've caught on. They're doing very well at updating the program. They're succeeding. Succeeding? I am happy with how they're handling their company at this point. Wait. Almost canceled the time lapse. Okay, so it's a little bit hard to see, but this is what the time lapse looks like. Can I zoom in? No, I can't really zoom in. I'm sorry. So it's like using the 3D model as a guide, but afterwards it's about where I want to stylize stuff, how I want to change the body, how do I want to make it match my art style. So yeah. Motivation. I make Brawl Stars video. Ooh, okay, I see. Out of nowhere I see, and then punch them if they look at you funny. What? Oh, for like a repeating motivation. Sometimes I listen to you as if you were a podcast. I learn and while I draw something. Of course, I also see the processes you do. Oh, don't worry about it. Listen, this stream, as much as I'm like drawing stuff and whatnot, I doubt a lot of you guys are actually paying attention to what I'm drawing. Like, from the bottom of my heart, if I was a viewer, I would more so listen to it in the background. Especially when I'm yapping so much. And as I say at the end of the stream, it's mostly just like, hopefully by the end of the stream, we manage to both work together on our own tasks. And listen, if you want to see what I'm working on, then you can, like, it's on stream. And sometimes it can motivate someone to continue working. But if anything, the goal of the stream is not necessarily for you guys to actively pay attention to what I'm drawing. It's more so to just enjoy the company, really. Did you make this VTuber model yourself, or do you have any, do you have any favorite VTubers? Yes, I made this model myself years ago. This is fully unfinished. I have another unfinished model that I made more recently, but is a lot more finished than this one. A lot more on the completed side. That's not it. This model over here. But I don't use it. I try not to use it all that much. Even though it is my character and whatnot, it's not the character that I want to define this channel. This is a character that defines another channel. So since I don't think you know me all that much, my name is Dabin. Sorry, let me change back the character. My name is Dabin. Dabin255. I'm mainly an illustrator, manga artist, you name it. But I also have history as a YouTube Vocaloid cover singer, artist, whatever. And that was under the alias of Iyuse, this character over here. And the reason I have a model for this one is because I'm planning on trying to be a more like VTuber / idol type of activities on YouTube and Twitch under the Iyuse alias, not on this channel, different channel. It's mostly going to be singing, ASMR, maybe a little bit of voice acting, ASMR roleplay, gaming maybe, just chat a lot. So yeah, that's the reason this model exists. But yeah, otherwise, this model, Dabin, is mainly for the more professional aspects of things. When I'm working on commissions, when I'm working on projects behind the scenes, blah blah blah. Just casual conversations, no real restrictions. Yeah. And you also asked, do I have any favorite VTubers? I do have a favorite. I do have a handful of like favorite VTubers. So. Oh man, I'm gonna speak my opinion real quick. So on the Japanese scene, I really love Amon Yuku. God, he has the most beautiful singing voice, and also, I think we secretly share a brain cell because there's a lot of stuff that he says that are very quirky. I guess like it's not something that people will generally say in a certain way that I do as well. So I'm just like, my brother from another mother. But then there's also Calix de Bonaire, the recently debuted in Nijisanji, is actually someone I was following for years. Same thing for what's his name? What's his name on Nijisanji? Damn, what's his name? Sorry. Oh no, I forgot his name and sorry. Let me go look it up real quick. Ouch! Just stabbed myself. Let's see, what's his name? I believe he's in here. No, he's not in here. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, Alban Knox is also someone that I was following even before Nijisanji, and I just really like the vibe, really like the content. So I don't necessarily participate to their streams all that much, but I will listen to VODs or their singing covers if they ever do so. How much is it? Ooh, I don't know. You might have to look it up. But hey, Destroy, if you're interested in Clip Studio, let me give you a heads up. Clip Studio will have huge discounts, and I'm talking about like 50% off type of discounts twice a year sometimes. Usually it's twice to 3 times a year. So instead of purchasing Clip Studio right away, sit on it. Maybe follow the Clip Studio Twitter account, because they're definitely going to post about it when it comes around. But they have huge discounts that are really worth looking into. I think Clip Studio Pro is usually around $50, at least in my currency. And when it goes in discount, it goes down to like 20-something dollars. It's a good discount. Their current alias is Fishin. Fishine? Who are we talking about? Oh, you're answering the favorite VTuber one. Oh, okay. I'm guessing. I currently use Procreate, though. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think so. Sorry for the amount of questions, but does Clip Studio allow you to put 3D models in? If so, do you pose it yourself or do you have to make it? I don't know if you can import 3D models. Oh, I'm sure you can, but it's a different process that I've never really looked into. But when it comes to, like, Clip Studio does have base 3D models included. And it also, there's a store that you can access that everyone can post onto it. Sometimes, a lot of time it's free. Sometimes it comes for a little price. It's nothing too expensive. I think like the most expensive might be like $10, $20. Like I don't think I've seen many $20 items, but it's more like $10 in their own currency. And they also, on that store, you can also post poses. So instead of going from the scratch and doing the pose yourself, you can just... it won't let me scroll. Like all these poses. I know it's really hard to see, but at least I hope you understand from these visuals that the variety of poses is significant. And like I said, you can change the angles afterwards. It's really nice. I'm a sub. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have returned. Welcome back. You are really cool. Thank you. You are also very cool. I'm glad that I can interest you in Clip Studio. I really wish I knew more about Procreate, but it's just I'm such a whore for Clip Studio. I swear by it at this point. So yeah, I do have a bias. I won't say anything about like, oh, whether it's better or worse than Procreate. But I also know a lot of people who do use Procreate tend to also swear by Procreate. So who knows? Maybe they're just two very different programs that are very, how to say, successful in their own ways. Ooh, I'm sorry, I forgot how to pronounce your name. Was it Lade Carl? I think it was Lade Carl, right? Welcome back. How's it been? Oh, talking opinions? Opinions? On this stream? Never. I glance at the art, but right now I'm doing schoolwork, so I'm not paying much attention. Don't worry about it. I haven't touched my canvas at all in the past 10 minutes. No, artist. Ooh, favorite artist then. Oh, okay, okay. Also, before I used to draw in my case when I did RP with friends. I drew what happened in the RP. It gave me ideas for my OCs sometimes. Sometimes I still do it, if I have time. Oh, I remember RP days in DeviantArt. Good old days, good old days. But I didn't like the aspect that some RP groups were forcing you to illustrate from the RP. What I like to do is like I would illustrate my OC, put it on an OC like character sheet, and then have people decide whether or not they wanted to interact with me with that. But then it came the obligation from certain groups are like, now you must draw one illustration from your RPs every month or something. Like, no, I refuse. I'm just having fun over here. Well, thank you for the stretch. I needed it. Oh, my butt was starting to get sore. Ooh, and hydrate. Ooh, I also need it. Thank you very much. I have no idea why, but my straw is whistling when I'm drinking from it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't think so. But it's weird. It doesn't usually whistle. But this time around, it decided to whistle every time I sip. It's like a very high pitch. When I'm trying to sip. And Procreate has no vector functionality. No! No! Okay, Procreate is trash. I'm sorry. No, just kidding. I do swear by vectors as well, but it's a very everyone their own type of thing, right? The bad thing about IBIS Paint is that although there are QR codes for brushes, they are usually locked. Pay or see an ad to unlock. If you have to see an ad, it's not that bad. Like, it's really not that bad. I have a lot of free games on my phone that are like, they will prompt you with a random ad. And heck, I don't care. I'll watch the ad. Like, the game is fun, it's addictive. Sorry, like, what a mess. I've been like, we've been yapping more and more, and I've been working less and less, which, I mean, right now is fine. I personally don't mind it. My schedule does allow for it a little bit. But I don't know if it's okay for you guys that I'm just like not working and just yapping nonstop. Who knows, maybe like some of you guys are like, this is what we've been waiting for! And others are like, please, can you shut the fuck up? I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute this stream and just never look back to it. Who knows? Maybe there's like two sides of that coin. Ooh, that's some nice eyes going on over here. Yeah, that mouth is ruining it for me right now. Sorry I have so many questions. I was looking through your art. It's really nice. Don't worry, it's okay. Ask as many questions as you want. Listen, anything to support an artist. If you're interested in Close Studio, I will bow down and answer any questions that I can answer, that I'm able to answer. But also, it's like, it's a stream. Like, it's okay to interact. I say that, but I also have stream formats where, I forgot how I called them. Like, focus streams, I think? Where it's like, while the timer is on, the little timer you see in the corner over here, while that timer is on, I am not interacting until the break or some shit. Sometimes it happens. But right now it's fine. I'm chilling. as an Ibis Paint user, I really don't care about the ads. Never really understood the annoyance behind it, especially because it's only every 4 hours. And when you swap canvases. Yeah, like shit. It's a break prompter. Like, go stretch your legs or some shit. Yeah, you can hear the whistle. You can hear that whistle? No fucking way. Sorry. I'm sorry you're going through that noise as well with me. Depends on the stream. I usually go to streams to either interact or support. Aww. Aww, you're one of those nice viewers. Rarely do I watch for content. Listen, I'm gonna give you no, I cannot give you content on this character. Shit, okay, I cannot give you content right now. I'll give you content another time though. That's my reason for not attending larger streams, but also lurk in the back to support. Aw. Aw, man. Okay, you know what? I want to try something, but... I shouldn't stream that, should I? Because I kind of want to look up Pinterest mouths for reference. And I believe I have Pinterest on the iPad, but I'm scared that switching screens to Pinterest might show stuff that I don't want you guys to see. But more so importantly, Pinterest can be rated 18 sometimes, and I don't know if I'm okay with showing that. So I'm just gonna go over here. I'm gonna switch over here, and I'll just like passively make this research. I'm logged out. No. Why am I logged out? Get me back in, coach. Brother, you want me to scan the QR code? This is bullshit. It's right there. There you go. Are we good now? Yeah. Okay, there you go. Sign in. Yep. Wait, what? You're using Pinterest on iOS 14 Plus. Oh. Oh, okay. Don't track. No! Don't allow. Don't track. Okay, let me go look through my saved pins. Maybe there's some nice mouth that might... Ooh, that's a nice mouth. Ooh! You know what? That's like perfectly... almost the same angle. The same facial expression I'm looking for as well. So I think this is a wonderful time to show this on stream and show like how we make the study. It photos, perfect. Let me see if there's anything else. Gonna open it. Gonna close this one for now. And then enjoying Clip Studio. Not now. Not now, I'm not enjoying it. I wonder if I can hide this. Hide. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I really need to go to the bathroom. Photo library kara haritsuke. Let me see if I can find the credits as to who drew this first, so I can at least like send you guys towards a nice artist, you know? Because Pinterest is notorious for not crediting the artists. Artist-san, どなたがお分かり方いらっしゃいますか? Okay, okay. Ooh, we found the artist. Oh no. Gomin. Okay, let's see if I can find it on Twitter. Do I even have Tutor on iPad? Oh no, I don't. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's go on the computer. Let's see. Me. Is this the artist? It does look consistent throughout their posts. Yeah. Yep, it looks pretty consistent, so I'm gonna give them a follow as well. Okay, so we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna paste it into the chat. Let's see. Oh god, the screen is like so bright, and my eyes are struggling. I don't know why. Can I zoom onto this? Is there any way to make this bigger? Settings, speech, comments, UI, maybe? Ooh, display scale. Ooh, perfect. Transparency? Ooh, I can make it dark. Perfect. Twice? No, just one. Font. Oh. Badge height, margin, label size, ID size. Badge, I don't care. Footer size? No, that's not. Don't care about that. Image. Why can't the text be bigger? What the heck? I need to go to the bathroom. Don't make me overthink this. Icon size height? Oh, that doesn't do nothing. Doesn't change the size of the test. Footer, gift tag, comments. Oh, comment size. Yay! Whoa, that's too big. Oh. Okay, there you go. Oh yeah. That's the good shit right there. So we're gonna make it 25 and 20. Perfect. Voila. Oh, my eyes. They're healed. Well, you can find content even using the view. I would need a translation of that. I don't understand it. I'm sorry. I like to listen to you. It's nice. You explain things in a way that always sounds interesting. In fact, I stay up late listening to you. Go to sleep! Because Pinterest is just a re-upload board. Yeah, exactly. But a lot of times, like, it's not even linked to the original location. So, yeah, I'm gonna post the link of this artist that we're gonna be looking at today. Oh, working? Oh, I don't have it pasted. One second. Copy. Why is it not working? What the heck? Am I just straight up unable to post links? Sorry, we're troubleshooting stuff. Okay, run it. I wonder if that affected the chat. Oh, it didn't. Okay, so it's connected to this. I should be able to post it here, right? No? Control V. Control copy? No, my control is just like not working. Copy. Can I right click paste? No. Why? Okay, 1 second. Let me see if I can. I can't even chat anymore. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I hate it. Ah, jeez. At least I can type here, right? No. Oh no. Oh no, it did the thing. Ah, God. Please. No, it's as if the control key is continuously on. Can I just control V then? It worked. So I don't know why my keyboard is stuck on control. It's not sticky. It just happens once in a while. It's one of those custom keyboards, and I don't know what I do. But through my keyboard smashing, it makes it that the keyboard thinks I'm continuously, like it's locking the control button and the control key, and if you guys know how to fix that, please tell me. Because I'm tired of having to restart my computer every single time that happens. But let's see. For now though, I'm just gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'm gonna say like 5 minutes. It doesn't take that long. And yeah, I also need to stretch my hips, my butt. Sorry, I'm becoming a little bit more erratic. I feel a little bit disorganized because of the keyboard breaking down. But yeah, while I'm gone, while I'm out on break, again, like I said, hydrate, take that break, take that stretch all over your body, walk around. You deserve it. Save your canvas, save your work if you're working as well. Otherwise, I welcome you to go check out that Twitter link that I just posted. It's this artist that, honestly, I do see pretty often on Pinterest, and I think their art is really, really nice. Oh my god, I can't even go on my browser because the controller is on constantly. I can't even scroll. That's how stupid this is. So yeah, anyways, I'm going on the break screen. I will be back in a bit. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Joined in October. Who? Me? You? That couldn't be me. I think I joined in December. Also, we fixed the keyboard. We fixed the keyboard. I don't know how I did it. Well, I have a suspicion as to how I did it, but looking into what could cause the issue, a little bird told me it could be. Ooh. Oh. It could be due to sticky keys, and even though it was off on my computer, I turned it on and then turned it back off, and then it works. So amazing. You love to hear that. I gotta head out for today. Thanks everybody for helping me stay sane throughout my geometry class. You were in class? Nah, get out of here. We only support law-abiding citizens and good students. Thank you for taking the time today to hang out with us. Wow, what timer was that? Oh, the 5-minute timer. Scared the shit out of me. But yeah. It's not my art. It's not my art. It is not my art. I have to repeat it so many times. It's not my art. It is somebody else's art. It's Umino's art. That's not me. I'm just saying this is the person to whose art we are going to study for reference on this commission. So yeah. God, I'm having stress. It's not my art. It's not. I'm innocent. It's not my art. It's not my art. Ooh, actually, I should probably add a credit over here. Let's make it big and red and ooh, cancel. Let's make it big and red and very legible. Is this a legible brush? Kinda. Questionably so. Wait, there's a better one. This one, right? No, not that one. This one. Yeah. No, not that one. Is it this one? Is it this one? Huh. Can't remember. I guess it was this one, but... Was it? Was it actually this one? I guess it was this one. Okay. We're gonna add the note over here. So it was X at oh god. Me. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Me. Then we're gonna add a little bit of white over here. There we go. Got me stressed. Gonna add it over here so my art is in the centerpiece. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm struggling. So yeah, what do I really want to look like? Because it's a very similar facial angle, right? Oh no, the credits. Come back. There you go. Perfect. For me, it's the eyes. Like, it's the type of expression I want to make, but I'm struggling with the eyes. So we got the good idea, the right idea, where, because I was debating, should this part of the eye bend in over here, or should it bend in later? Like short, long, or long, short? I was debating on. And I guess like I got the right idea over here. Maybe like a little bit longer lashes. Now, something I'm not understanding is like that squint in the eyes, and also the brows. Like how to give that feeling that you see in the Umino's illustration. How to reach that. And how would you define this facial expression? How many tools do you have in your drawing program? It looks very complete. it's more like I'm a hoarder when it comes to Clip Studio tools. If I need a tool for just one-time use, I'm still gonna keep it down there. If anything, there's probably a handful of tools that I forgot is there, and when the time comes that I need it again, I'll look up for another version of that same exact tool, not realizing I already have something for it. If anything, I only used maybe 20 tools max, very consistently so. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let me open, thank you. Okay, so something I'm noticing, I guess I'm gonna add notes on here just to like show what my thought process is. So the eye line is over here, but this eye feels a little bit more slanted downwards. Like if it were me, I would have drawn it a little bit straighter like this, but this one feels a little bit more slanted. And maybe it helps with the feeling that the eye is actually squinting a little bit. This brow is also lower, which makes sense for the anatomy of it. When your eyes is a little bit more closed, a little bit more closer to being closed than open, your brows will move downwards as well. Well, no, that's not anatomically correct. But I guess it depends on the facial expression, but I see it a lot in rigging as well. People will try to lower the brows a little bit when the eyes are closed, and when the eyes are opened, make the brows a little bit higher. Not too much though, because you also want to consider that there's such a thing as raising your eyebrows even further so when you're happy, when you're surprised and whatnot. Same thing if you lower your brows, you want to give it a little bit of leeway for when you want to frown. So yeah. That's an interesting thing I'm seeing here in this art style. So I also like to have this like very thick, how do you call it? Eyelid, not just eyelid, it's a eyelid crease, I think it's the right way to refer to it. Like I tend to do one eyelid that is close and then one that's bigger sometimes. Or just that one, or sometimes just this one. But either one of those three options, right? But usually I also make it match depending on how open the eye is. So if it's fully open, this crease is going to be more defined. If it's closed, then it's almost gone or just non-existent, right? But it's the opposite in this case. The eye is closed and they have it more defined. Meanwhile, in this one, there's not even a crease above. That's a really interesting decision. I wonder if it was conscious or if they just forgot. Too many types of markers to even choose between each one. Yeah, that's the issue of having too many choices. I just realized that at this time of the day, the life seems quieter for some reason. It's because I'm tired. It's because I'm settling down. During yap sessions, it's easier to get lively or lively? 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 I always thought it was lively, but I feel like everyone around me says lively, and it feels wrong. Lively? Really? Oh, I hate that. I really hate that. But yeah. Thank you for helping me, Pira, with my English. I appreciate it. I got to know your art and your covers also because of Amina and Friends. I don't regret it at all. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the previous message. Did you know there was a really big fans there are some really big fans of yours on Amino Network. I remember seeing about you there. Well, some of your fans, and they said you were a really cool YouTuber. Ooh, I did not know that. I think I vaguely remember seeing a fake account. Someone saying that they were me, so I'm just like, I'm just gonna make an Amino account, and then never touched it again. Who knows? Maybe I deleted it. Maybe there's still like the remnants of my account on Amino. But yeah, I didn't know. I did not know that. Spaghetti. Somebody touching my spaghetti. Okay, so let's try and apply the little stuff that we saw over here. For one, I'm particularly interested in seeing the squinty and also, what's the word I used earlier? The droopiness of this eye? Ooh! Wait! Wait! Why does that work? I'm gonna make it squintier in a second. But like, what? Oh! Oh! Sorry. Stop! Give me the right color. Why is that actually kind of... Why are you cooking? Sorry, why are they cooking? And you know what? Seeing... I can't really see it because I'm left-handed right now. Right now. I am a left-handed person and I can't... My hand is all over Umino's art, so I can't see much at all at the moment. But... seeing how brave they were at making the eye like barely open at all kind of makes me want to try and be brave and make it like more closed. But it's not exactly the facial expression we want to go for either, so we're not gonna go full on to that. But at least adopt that bravery. Like this. Oh my god, really? Yes, I saw that there were people named like your character Ise. It was strange because it's something of yours. I guess fans are like that, but most of them were like Latinos. Well, I'm also Latina. Per definition, I mean. This one, we're gonna make it a little bit. You know, a little fun, I keep forgetting that word. Not acquaintance. Not acquaintance. Anecdote is the word I'm looking for. A little fun anecdote of mine is, I would see a lot of artists draw the upper lid crease a lot like this, right? Like towards the middle, towards the nose. But I think, if I remember well, it was while I was watching a Canon 69, or I think it's like... yeah, Canon 69. It's when I was watching their stream that I noticed their art was drawn the other way around, where that crease was on the outside. And I thought that was so interesting, because I don't think I've ever seen like anatomically anyone that has that, where like the crease is stronger on the outside of the eye than it is on the inside. And it's always like, whenever I draw someone or get the opportunity to draw someone new, it always is a thought at the back of my head. Is this the drawing where I'm gonna draw that crease backwards? Just like, is this the type of person who's gonna match that? want to give like a gentler look on those eyes, like a not a shit-eating grin, but more like a very gentle amusement. Like they like you. There's like a very thin balance between making the eyebrows seem unleveled purposefully, like tastefully so, and making it seem like you just didn't know what you were doing. And I do not know where that line lays. I just know when that line is getting loud. I know that the line exists, but I don't know where it is. That's the guesswork of having aphantasia. Like, is it here? No, it's not here. Is it here? No, it's not here. I have to draw it to understand. Debe ser extraño. I need to pronounce my R's more intently. Debe ser extraño ver fans así. También en Wattpad había un fanfic de Acceleration. Era interesante, pero sé que lo basaron en los covers. No eran canon del lore, pero fue divertido leerlo. Debe ser extraño ver fan así. Supongo que extraño sí es la buena palabra para esa experiencia. Me tomó mucho tiempo y hasta decir que aún hoy, aún ahora, a veces me cuesta entender el tipo de amor que los fans latinos tienen. Porque a veces puede ser muy fuerte para una persona que no está acostumbrada a ese tipo de afección. Y al menos años anteriores, sí era muy difícil para mí entender ese tipo de afección. Me sonaba raro, hasta un poco demasiado parasocial. Pero estoy intentando regresar como Yuse ¿cómo decir? How do you say the understanding? With the understanding. Estoy intentando regresar sabiendo que hay ¿cómo decir? Esa diferencia cultural que tengo que estar atenta. Y si de verdad me pone tan incómoda como lo hago con ustedes, voy a decir mis límites, como oye, estoy muy agradecida que me tienes tanta afección, pero eso me duele, eso no me gusta, eso me pone incómoda, nanchara. Y esperando que puedo volver a tener una buena relación con la gente a quien llegué a tocarle con mi arte y mi trabajo. My brain understands not, but my ears are blessed. Ooh, okay. And I know, likewise, sometimes I speak English to you, sometimes Spanish to vary a bit and practice myself too. English in my case. Wait, I didn't know you could speak Spanish. Yes, I can speak Spanish. I am of Latin descent. Latin descent, but colonizer passport. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's look at the pose. Yeah, okay. I kind of want the mouse to be open. Should I look for more illustrations? Nah, it should be fine. Okay, so what I'm looking here, what I'm paying attention to is that this line is virtually straight. So, sure. Oh, you know what? What else I'm noticing is this little line over here. So there's this line and a little bit of droopiness that meets upwards towards the middle of the mouth. Droops back. So if we were to exaggerate it, it's like this, 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 all the way. Right? That's a little bit of an exaggeration. This part I find interesting, but more so the fact that it's mainly straight. It's not a little bit angled. It's not angled on this side either. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. You know what? I don't really often do this kind of droopy line on the outside. Another thing I do find interesting as well is how much the lower lip is disconnected from the tip of the upper lip. I don't often do that. I tend to like want to connect it a bit here. Or like something like this. Like have it connect. But in this case, I guess what they're trying to do is that what they're trying to say is that the lip is has its own volume separated from the teeth, which is a more realistic approach. I don't feel confident enough to be able to pull that out, have the upper lip extend so much more to that angle. Maybe I should try doing that in my Life 2D rigs. That could be like a nice little touch, something to play around with a little bit. Te entiendo, Dav. Yo creo OCs y me hicieron head no canon de mis OCs sin mi permiso y yo como, what? Hay personas un poco extrañas. Sabes, alguien me dijo, era para, no me recuerdo quién era. Quizás era Borna. Alguien me dijo que mi eres no pronuncio correctamente las eres, son muy débiles. Así que estoy intentando ser más consciente pronunciando las eres. Y es difícil, especialmente cuando mi boca es tan seca. Ay, es tan seca. The more you know. Guess next time you talk with Hilo, then you two could go for full Spanish Portuguese. Pretty much, yeah. Although, I'm curious, because apparently Brazilian Portuguese and Portuguese are different. And I wonder to what extent they are different. En los dibujos, como dices, nacen de las ideas que tienes inicialmente de tu inspiración. ¿Puedes decir que los dibujos pueden estar hechos de deseos también? Absolutamente, absolutamente. Dibujar para mí es pintar un mundo ideal. Un mundo que a mí me gusta. No voy a dibujar cosas que no me gustan. Bueno, quizás si me pagan, pero más que todo, las cosas que yo dibujo para mí, que a mí me encantan dibujar, son cosas que yo siento son ideales. También puedes decir que los personajes que yo dibujo, mis OC y todo eso, son mi definición de un mundo ideal. Y pueden tener trauma, pueden tener historias muy tristes, muy, como decir, no me recuerdo cómo se dice. How do you say background? I forgot. Oh my god, the words is like straight up not coming up to me. Oh my god. I give up. Pero eso. Creo que se siente ideal porque la manera que los personajes van a interactuar entre uno y el otro. Es ideal a lo que esperaría una conversación iría. Por ejemplo, se pueden pelear, pueden decir cosas muy feas, pero al final entender, la cagué. O quizás nunca entenderá que la ha cagado, pero al menos ese personaje tiene buenas razones para no entender que la ha cagado. Y para mí tener ese entendido de entender por qué la gente actúa de tal manera, por qué la gente va a aparecer de tal manera, actuar de tal manera, es porque todo tiene una razón que se puede entender. Sé que hablábamos de arte y todo eso y la cambié un poco por historias, pero eso. Por ejemplo, trayéndolo otra vez a dibujos. Si un personaje sonríe así, me gusta pensar, la razón por qué sonríe así es porque en su vida ha encontrado a alguien que idoliza. Y esa persona que idoliza, quizás su hermano mayor, quizás un ídolo, quién sabe, también sonríe así. Y ese personaje pasó años de su vida practicando, intentando sonreír de esta misma manera. Quizás, ¿verdad? O gente que, ¿sabes? Cuando sonríen tiene ese chonchito aquí al lado de las cachetes. Quizás lo tienen porque su papá también lo tenía. O quizás lo tiene porque... y esa es una historia verdadera que escuché en K-pop. Que alguna ídola, cuando era pequeña, le gustaba tanto eso, ¿cómo se llama? Ese chunchito en el cachete. Es un poco triste, pero con un lápiz siempre andaba intentando, como decir, apuntar a su cachete, hacerle hoyo casi, para que cuando crezca tenga ese chunche en el cachete. Y por fin de verdad lo logró. Así que me encanta poder entender por qué las cosas son así. Cuando escucho historias en lo cual una persona es mala solo por el hecho que quiere ser malo, no me gusta. Quiero saber por qué está malo. Y puede ser tan sencillo que le gusta, que como algo de ser malo le da felicidad. Y eso es suficiente para mí. Porque significa que como, mira, la cosa que le trae alegría solo pasa que sea volver la gente alrededor suyo miserable. Podría ser algo tan sencillo así. Pero al menos lo está haciendo por una razón. Y no solo porque está malo. What detail for the R. I'm gonna cry. Eso es lindo, Dab. Sobre tus dibujos, y o sea, a veces tomé inspiración de RPs que tuve con amigas. No leí eso también. Eres profunda, Dab, me gusta. Yo creo también que el lore y el arte van juntos. Pues algo los une, creo yo. De hecho, me gusta como dijiste lo de la sonrisa y lo de la historia del cachete. No sabía, es muy interesante. Y sí es cierto, tengo uno así llamado Einar, que creen que es malo porque sí, pero no es cierto. Tuvo una mala vida, por ejemplo. Sí, exactamente. Me encantan cuando tienen una razón. ちゃんと名前を見せないままで多分いけないな。 Okay, let's go back to that mouse. So we did a little bit of study. Sorry, we kind of got a little bit sidetracked over there. So the mouse line would be somewhere around here. Something like this, and then it falls back down. Ooh. And honestly, I kind of want to bring this mouth a little bit backwards. Maybe I'm just not meant to have that little down line over here. Or maybe. Oh, okay, maybe that was enough. Maybe that was enough. Although I will say that mouth feels a little bit too high, or perhaps the eyes are too low? Maybe the eyes are too big. That's the issue. And I've spent so much time just like drawing at this face. Oh, but you know, like from far away, I don't think it's that bad actually. You guys don't know how much affection I have for this little song playing in the background right now. Little BGM. BGM. The BGM. Because I don't think anyone in this chat right now has been on this channel for long enough. Maybe Pira. Maybe Pira knows. But I would be surprised if he did. Essentially, I used to do vlogs on this channel. Not too many. I think I did a total of 3 or 4. They were vlogs about my journey drawing a manga, full manga chapter. Or one shot, rather. And that was the background music. Pretty sure that's the background music I was playing during those vlogs. Let's see. Now let's compare the facial expression. Wait, did I not paste a face? No, I thought I did. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, I'm sad. No, we can't fully compare it. I guess we could always take this and make it bigger. Oh, I'm sad. Okay, so we went from. Oh, let's just make this smaller for now. We went from this pretty much to this. Ah, yeah. Oh yeah. 涼しい。涼しい。顔が涼しい。This is a breath of fresh air, honestly. I think it matches the angle of the pose a lot better. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, I was trying to do this thing where the facial expression was like, you interest me, I like you, type of inquisitive face with a little bit of a smile, but not too happy of brows, just like mild happiness, like, huh, maybe a little bit of question over here. Maybe the smile was a little bit too big. Yeah, something like this, right? Like, that's the type of expression I was going for, but I couldn't. And this is why, guys, doing studies, not facial studies, doing studies based of art styles that you like certain aspects of. In this case, I really like the facial balance. But more so specifically, I would say like the way they draw their eyes, I do think really appealing. I don't think I would fully adopt it for my art style though. But also the mouth. The mouth in particular is a type of mouth that I struggle to draw, but really find attractive. And I want to learn to draw a mouth more delicately like this eventually. I think the areas that I really probably would take inspiration from if I were to study this more intently. Definitely the way they draw mouth. Also, the eyelid creases. An area that I really like. But in this case, this drawing helped me with a lot of other areas. Be more mindful about the curve of the nose, also the curve of the brows over here. We have a little bit of this curve going on here. The droopiness of this eye is something I would have never been able to think about for myself. In this area as well. Yeah. Doing studies for the win. 存在しない。存在しない。違う、保存しない。God. That was cursed. O sea, claro, malo por malo no es atractivo. Por ejemplo, hay razones profundas tras ello. Lo mismo ocurre con... Did I say right? Ocurre con mi otro OC, mejor amigo de Einar. No es malo porque sí, tuvo también un pasado complicado también. Lo peor es que digamos A no lo toman tan en serio como a Einar, porque A es bajo y parece una chica o pequeño. Creen que es menos peligroso y Einar lo defendió en la mafia. I got lost, not gonna lie. But yeah. But yeah, I think we're sticking with this. I think we're just gonna keep the other face just in case the client is not happy with it. Wanna try to look somewhere else. Some different directions with the art. Now, maybe I do realize that the brows and the art reference that I received was on the thicker side, and although I do think it's part of the art style for the client, or whoever drew this, really, I will say it's probably because they do like the thicker brows, so we're gonna try to thicken it a little bit. We're even gonna add a little bit of definition like this. Sometimes just one line of thickness is more than enough. I think we're succeeding in reaching that androgyny that we were looking for. It's like a balance of soft features with a little bit more masculine features. The chest, the body curves and whatnot is always going to be difficult, especially when you don't have information further than just make it androgynous. But hopefully the clothes are going to compensate for that. I will say though, this wrist is very small. Let's make it a little bit thicker. Ooh, is that hand a little bit big? I think it is, actually. Okay, perfect. Let's go back to this. Now to draw birds, but I'll keep the birds for last, not gonna lie. Time to draw? Time to draw outfits. Let's go for blue. Actually, yeah, it's already blue. It's fine. Okay, then we're gonna change the line art for this is to black as well. Perfect. We're gonna change the color to red. Why not? We're gonna draw the hair. Let's draw the hair first. I think it was me who told you about the R. Ah, I see, I see. Sorry, I gave the credit to somebody else. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Wait. Oh, I fucked up. I was not conscious of the hairstyle. Okay, but it is kind of loose, so we're gonna... Oh, this pen is like acting weird. It's not the type of feeling I'm used to when it comes to this pen. So a lot of the things are like inwards going. And then it almost looks like it goes behind the ear. While some strands still fall on top over here. I'm actually curious if you guys could hear my pen scratch scratches, but I guess not. Curiosidad, ¿te gusta el anime Code Geass o sabes de él? ¿Sabes de él? ¿De Code Geass? Sí, lo he visto, pero no me recuerdo mucho. Sé que hay un personaje que al parecer yo le parezco. Oh, sí. Pero estoy a un punto en mi vida en lo cual sí debería regresar a verlo. Hace tanto rato que no me recuerdo casi nada de esa serie. How would I define that hairstyle? It's like... Oh. And then, how much of a mullet would that be? Oh, it's not really a mullet. It's more just long hair then. I love it. how even your voice kind of changed when you speak other language. Wait till I speak French. my voice just like drops. En algún momento debería ver ese anime también. Being androgynous probably is the same of being normal, and it's just love souls, not bodies. Ya somos dos. Suzuki me llamó la atención pero cosas de arte como Lelouch, que lo recuerdo también, si es cierto, se parece a ti. Yo lo vi hace 8 años. No recuerdo cuántos años hace que lo vi la última vez. Man, I am struggling with this hairstyle. Ah, 難しい。死ぬ。死ぬ。Maybe I should like put more volume over here.これだこれ。獅子みたいに。マジスティック。Oh wait, I completely didn't realize this character has moles. Okay, I think that's all there is, but they do have very prominent lower lashes. Okay, there you go. The back of the head, I'm not too convinced about. Okay, let's just leave that as it is. And we're gonna... Yeah, my butt is getting stiff again. Man, iPad, it keeps loading. No manches, you really speak a lot of languages. Por cierto, el cabello te está quedando genial. Gracias. Sí. Creo que hablo como 4 idiomas. Esperando que lo estoy haciendo bien, sí. También me gusta el Seven Deadly Sins. Me gusta el poder de Meliodas. Son como enredaderas oscuras o así. Ya. Okay. Okay, I think this is kind of like the hairstyle. It kind of is, it kind of isn't at the same time. I'm worried. I hope the client won't get too offended if I'm too far off. It's like To me, it seems like the hairstyle is different from one angle to the other. So it's like kind of guesswork. I'm struggling to get a proper understanding. Not to draw the nice outfit. Ooh. Oh, always gotta love a character that has these type of collars. Like, it's not just like the loose collars, it's the tight collars. Sí, te está quedando muy bien el dibujo, gracias. I know I said I was going to work on various commissions today, but I guess I'm just going to work on one. Había otro anime, pero no me acuerdo. Kill la Kill, ¿lo viste, David? Sí. Recuerdo un cover de uno de los openings. Me gustó mucho gracias a ese cover que escuché. Yeah. Por cierto, I just come to say hi and good luck with the drawing. Oh, thank you for dropping by, even if it's just to say hi. Hope you've been doing well. So if I were to surround the body, it would look something like this. But in this case, it goes upwards. Something like this. I think I'm gonna head towards the end of the stream soon. No, let's turn this on actually. There you go. Cause like, oh, my shoulders. I have not been taking proper breaks. And I'm starting to feel it. Jeez. So yeah, I think this is gonna be the last couple minutes, and then we'll be heading towards the end of the stream. Remember to take care of yourself. It's hard. Taking care of myself is hard. Especially when I keep forgetting to turn on the Pomodoro the entire stream. But to be fair, I was taking a lot of breaks just to talk. Got myself really distracted. Not a bad thing though. At least not right now. El personaje tiene ropa elegante por lo que veo. Sí, es bien elegante, es como un príncipe. Aunque, como dije, el personaje... Oh my god. El personaje... Tengo que pronunciar la R. El personaje es andrógeno. Andrógeno. ¿Cómo se dice? Andrógeno. Supongo que es G, ¿verdad? Pero... la manera que se viste es como príncipe, más que princesa. I mean fair, but if you don't care of yourself, then I will rat you out to Moonpie and you know Moon. she would still love me and cuddle me. I know. If anything, I bet you she's gonna get mad at you for trying to rat me out. Cause you know, snitches get stitches. Man, I don't know what's on the shoulders. Oh, that's really hard to tell. Can I zoom? Oh, I can zoom. Oh, that's wonderful. Ooh, a lot of feathers. Ooh, I don't like feathers. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks from the commission for Taylor. That is really nice. It is really nice. It's like lots and lots and lots of feathers over here. We kind of want to maintain this shape. Going on, and then just kind of going diagonally. Something like this. It's gonna go up over here, like that. Perfect. And we're gonna do the same over here. Oh, no doubt about it. She'll definitely take care of you. I know, right? Get mad at little poor me. Actually, you might be true. I know. Like, I think I've had a very, very, very similar conversation with Yormik, where he said, "I'ma tell on Moon that you mistreat me," and I was like, "Go on and tell her. She gonna blame you. She gonna say that you deserved it," or something. I don't remember exactly how it went. And then he started naming a bunch of other friends of ours. For example, I don't know if you know of them, but this friend called Nuggy. Like, "I'll tell Nuggy then," or "I'll tell Nuggy." Like, Nuggy will agree too. There's only like one friend where it's like, okay, maybe he might take your side. Honestly, though, my mom. My mom would definitely side with Yormik no matter what. I will attest, I have a very cool mom. But it's almost ridiculous the amount of time that she will blame me for stuff that are outside of my control. Just earlier today, I was in a call with a friend, and my mom comes up in the back because she was visiting recently, and she says hi, right? And we were talking to my friend saying like, "Oh yeah, my friend didn't get to sleep properly. Hasn't been sleeping all that much lately." And my mom straight up says like, "It's your fault. Stop bothering your friend." I'm like, "Huh? What I do? What did I do? I'm innocent. I have nothing. I do not control the rate at how well my friends sleep." I think this is like the best depiction of that thing that I can think of based on the references I got. Like, it doesn't look like a type of clothing that I would understand. It doesn't look like a cape. It doesn't look like shoulder pads either. But it seems to only cover the shoulders. And is very, how to say, fabric-y? So yeah, I'm a little bit confused. Not cool mom moment. Well, she's a cool mom to my friends. But I am the bane of her existence. I am the bane of everybody else's existence in her definition. Yeah, you get him. He definitely deserves it to a degree. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know what? No. Nah, I don't bother your make about this. Androgynous? Ah, cierto, lo dijiste antes, es cierto. Perdón, me despiste. Despistes. Me despiste. Me despisté. Me despisté, creo que es la intonación que debería decir. Pero no entiendo por qué dijiste eso. Te despistaste. And he has gloves, so I have to make sure to draw these little fabric-y things just so I remember that these are not actual hands, but actual gloves. can't see the character reference. There you go. No! There's a complicated belt. Oh. Be androgynous is just for the mind, or can be just for the body, for example, just curves or half body. In this case, it's mostly the character design. I don't know much about how this... well, I'm guessing this is the design of somebody's character, not OC, but like how they represent themselves. And if that's the case, I don't know how they identify. Maybe they have it written somewhere, but otherwise, what's important at the moment is that I am working on the design that they offered me, and in the design notes it does depict that the character looks androgynous. Let's see. Pants. Ooh, almost forgot. Did you see it from here? I think you would see it all that much from here, but maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit like that. Voila. Not from here though. The pants. Let's see. Oh no. Oh no, the boots. The boots aren't detailed. Oh no. I don't know how to draw them. Usually it's like boots that go up here, right? It's hard sometimes when you don't know if certain details are purposeful or not. And I guess in this case, it's not necessarily certain details, but rather so the lack of detail. Like, is it purposeful that the boots have no definition to them, or is it something that I am expected to add details to it? Of course, communication is key, and I could just ask the client, which I will. But it's always a little moment of pause, a moment of doubt. You know what? Usually because it's the knee, it tends to get pulled out pretty much so. Meanwhile, at the back, it tends to pile up a little bit more. Yes, I can do that. I gotta be careful. I'm adding too many creases to those pants. I don't believe they are meant to be creasing as much. But I will add a little bit of lines over here. a bane to everyone's existence? Nah, I would say otherwise. In my opinion, then it'd always be good talk with ya. Hey, thank you. No, I'm saying like in my mother's point of view. Plus, who's gonna ship good mushrooms? Ah, true. I've yet to gather the mushroom for the next shipment. I'm sorry, I will get to it ASAP. Tomorrow. Always nice to find some interesting mushrooms here and there. I kind of want to add a little bit of like high heels type of thing. I don't care what gender you are, what gender you identify it or as, or what gender you look like. High heels are always... This doesn't feel quite right, not gonna lie. Ooh, that doesn't feel right at all. Ooh, that does not feel right. So, it's this. Which honestly, the curve would probably be a little bit more towards here. Okay. You handle the program very well, although sometimes it seems to load from memory or something like that. Yeah, the iPad I'm using is not necessarily a professional iPad. It's just a normal iPad, and it's an older generation. So it has less memory, less power, and whatnot. If it was an iPad Pro, it would probably load less. But yeah, I didn't get this iPad for myself or for drawing. It's actually, I think it was a, I think if I remember well, it was a birthday present. Or was it Christmas? One or the other. For, it was for my mom. Because her at the time iPad was really on its last leg. Like it was surviving. That's what it was doing. And my mom complained a lot about how it's slow and how it's hard to maneuver and whatnot. So I decided that, like, since I was making money at the time, like, oh, you know what? I want to be a good daughter and get her a new iPad. She then proceeded to not even touch it once. I think in a year or something, a year or two, she wasn't touching it at all. So I just so happened to need, I just so happened to need a drawing tablet at the time. It was a really urgent need as well. If I remember well, I was done drawing 3 chapters into Let the Scientists Be Selfish, and it's a weekly thing, right? I need to have every chapter done within a week. And my tablet at the time fully died. Unusable. Utterly unusable. And I needed to get a tablet fast. I needed to get drawing tools as soon as possible. I couldn't even wait like a day or two. That's how urgent it was. And although I did order a cheaper tablet, it was a Hawaiian tablet. The fastest thing I could do was go to the nearby Apple store and get an Apple Pencil and draw with that. And actually, I ended up really loving the experience. But after that, it's a whole different journey once I got the other tablet. But yeah, pretty much that. It's something like this. I'm not convinced. I'm struggling with the heels. You know how someone is not used to drawing a certain thing or a certain angle or whatever, based on how much the line art just suffers. Or not the line art, but the line work. Okay, let's try and slowly start erasing the sketch below. Like that, delete this. Oops, maybe not that much. Okay, it's not too bad. Could do better though. Ooh, what perfect timing. I just looked up at the Pomodoro and we're nearing the end of it. Just as I was finishing up over here. Amazing. I call that intrinsic talent. Okay. So, if we turn off the colors... that wasn't it. If we turn off the colors, this is what we have so far. I'm happy with it. The foot could be a little bit longer. I say like extend it all the way over here. Make it more glamorous. And then add the birds. Little birds over here. Little birds over here, over there. Over here perhaps. Yeah. Ooh. We're getting places. Auriye. Whoa! Haven't seen you in a hot while. Oh, can't hear. Oh. I don't know, I can't type. But yes. Let's just move over here then. It's taking forever to save. Please don't be the type of situation where it's like we couldn't save because the memory is full. It happens so often when I'm drawing on the iPad where I would have done some decent progress just for the iPad to decide to not be able to save, and it's not because the iPad's memory is full. It's not. It's actually it's just bugging out really, and it sucks. It makes me so sad. Let's see. I'll just send a little something to Aru. Hi. But yeah, luckily enough this time it's saved. Plus it's just a sketch. I could just take a screenshot and work from that afterwards. It's not that deep. But yeah, with that said, we have reached the end of the stream. And I did lie on the title of the stream. I did say we were gonna work on various clients, but got a little bit sidetracked here and there, and I also got to really just concentrate on one commission in the end. It's fun. Had fun in the end. It's a process that I really enjoyed. Really excited to show to the client too, because I think I did very well. Oh, but we still have the belt and the sword to draw, and the braids. True. But yeah. We are at the end of this week's schedule as well. This was the last stream for the week. Now, concerning next week, I believe I should be able to stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't think, nor do I remember if there's anything in particular. Wait, actually? Oh, did I not note it down? Ooh, I did not note it down. But I don't think it should affect my stream schedule all that much. But yeah, I still have to post the stream schedule for next week. Who knows? Maybe it changes by then. But at least from what I'm seeing, we should still have 3 streams next week, same times as usual. And we're gonna do pretty much the same type of balancing that we did this time around. So, oh, you know what? Maybe it's one different type of stream every day. So one day is gonna be Live 2D, the other day is gonna be sketch or working on like illustrative commissions, and the other day is gonna be storyboard, because I might be getting started on a storyboard project. Who knows? We'll see how the project advances. But I'm just yapping at this point. I don't know. I'll have to double check my schedule, sit down properly and look through it. With that said, thank you very much everyone for keeping me company in today's stream. Technically 4.5 hours. Officially about 3 hours. So it was absolutely wonderful. It was so fun to get to talk to every single one of you. Honestly, did get sidetracked, didn't get to concentrate on work as much as usual, but it was still wonderful company. Definitely an enjoyable experience. I do believe there's also new viewers. So to all the new viewers that we've met today, welcome to the stream. My name is Devin255 and I stream I try to stream thrice a week. Sometimes I fail, sometimes I succeed. A lot of times I succeed, I want to say. And I'm hoping to continue succeeding in the future. So I'll see you guys another later, whatever time works with the stream schedule and your schedule. And with that, I say papayas.